Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we have news, so let's get to it. The very first thing I want to talk about is a bunch of reveals from the Creative Beast Studio, Beasts of the Mesozoic line. We actually just recently had quite a few reveals of some prototypes, unpainted prototypes unfortunately, but it is still cool to see some of the upcoming prototypes regardless. The very first one that we can take a look at here is the Spiclipius, which is a very strange name for a ceratopsian, very different than most, but in general the ceratopsian itself is fairly strange looking. As far as the horn placement and everything goes, it's a little bit different than your normal ceratopsian, although they are all kind of all over the place when it comes to the way that ceratopsians were built and designed. But regardless, it does still look really nice as far as a Beast of the Mesozoic ceratopsian goes. They never really cease to amaze me with any of their prototypes, and this one is just like the others. We also got some images of the prototype of the Regulaceratops, which is also extremely cool to see. Another very obscure species of ceratopsian, similar to the Spiclipius, that you just don't really see get too many figures. I can't really recall too many other than maybe Safari Ltd and Collect A, I believe, produced some, but it'll be cool to have a very large articulated version as we are getting with all of these other extremely cool ceratopsians. And just like all the others, the prototype of the Regulaceratops looks absolutely beautiful. And we also got images of the Cosmoceratops as far as that prototype goes, which is a very cool ceratopsian. This one's one that I'm really quite looking forward to, and I would love to get a hold of when it does officially release, which is obviously quite a ways off, as the Kickstarter has only just started a few weeks ago. But it does still look really beautiful, and I can't wait to see all of these when they are painted up as far as the prototypes go. We also got some images of the Diabloceratops actually painted up as far as the prototype goes, and it looks really beautiful. I definitely quite like the paint scheme on this. A lot of nice dark coloration, and I really think that darker coloration usually suits ceratopsians a good bit better than lighter colorations, which some of these have been pretty darn flashy. But this one, although it does have quite a bit of color going on, I feel like is a fairly natural looking paint scheme for a ceratopsian, and I definitely really like it. This is another of the many that I would like to get a hold of, but I have quite a few ahead of this one as far as importance level goes. So hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of this Diabloceratops at some point throughout this Kickstarter campaign. And here's a name as far as a company goes that we haven't really heard from for a little while now on the channel, but Masterpiece Models, who I had reviewed quite a few of their very large scale resin model kits that they had released a while back. They are going to be releasing some smaller resin kits now. These are 1/15th scale, and although they aren't quite put together, you can see by the image that these are the very first castings of the molds of the 1/15th scale woolly mammoth and the Nano Tyrannus. Two that I will be really excited to see when they're put together and everything, and we get a look at their painted up prototype, and something that I will most definitely be trying to get a hold of at some point to review for you guys. Masterpiece Models always produces quality when it comes to their prehistoric model kits, and I'm sure these will be no different. We also have some images of an upcoming Kaiyodo kit when it comes to a Tyrannosaurus, and I will say that it is absolutely beautiful. I'm pretty sure, however, though, that this is just a kit. It doesn't come built and painted like this, although I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's just a kit, and that is unfortunate because I actually am a huge fan of the paint scheme that they have on this. I think they did a great job, and it overall really looks beautiful. But as far as the kit and the sculpt and everything goes, I think that also looks fantastic. As far as a Tyrannosaurus Rex goes, it really is quite beautiful, and I'd love to get a hold of it, but unfortunately I don't have too much information as to where you can actually purchase it or anything. As of right now, all I've really got are these images. Then as far as Dino Dream goes, which they've been silent for quite a little while, but recently have been updating their Facebook page a little bit again, and we now officially have images of the painted prototype sample of their upcoming Charlie Velociraptor. And although it's a little bit further away than I would like, I'd like a closer view of it. It really looks absolutely beautiful as far as a Velociraptor goes, and as far as a Charlie Velociraptor specifically, I think they did do a great job overall from what I can see on the paint scheme, and of course the sculpt is fantastic, as you always get when it comes to a Dino Dream Velociraptor. I absolutely cannot wait to get a hold of this and add it to my Dino Dream Velociraptor collection, but also to review with you guys here on the channel, as I'm sure you would all like to see this beauty up close. So hopefully this will release sooner rather than later, as I am really quite excited for it already. And then as far as Rebor goes, we have this very cool image which doesn't really show us too much, but at least lets us know some information on something that we've been wondering for quite a while, as I've actually had quite a few people ask me what was going on with King Trident, the male Triceratops from Rebor. Well, they just recently released this image teasing us of the fact that it will be released next year, unfortunately. I was under the assumption that it was going to be coming out this year. I believe Rebor had said earlier in the year it was going to release around Christmas. I think I saw that somewhere, but unfortunately it appears as though it is going to be pushed back till next year, which we've been waiting quite a long time already. However, even with the silhouette, it does look really cool. I love that the horn on the opposing side of the head there is kind of chipped and everything, giving it a very nice dose of realism. I cannot wait to see this when it actually gets revealed, but at least we have a time frame sort of, and we are now aware of the fact that it's not canceled or anything, so I figured I would pass this news along to you guys. And as far as Rebor goes, they just recently revealed images of their upcoming grab-and-go Tyrannosaurus Rex and the paint schemes that it will be in. As it turns out, they will be releasing 2 of the grab-and-go figures at the same time with alternate paint schemes, similar to what they do with all of their regular figures. But the very first one that we can look at here is this brownish Rex, which I absolutely love. This is actually my favorite of the 2, and I think I might be in the minority when I say that, because a lot of people are going absolutely crazy over the next one. But this one really looks great. I love the paint scheme. It looks super natural and really beautifully applied. This is one that I'm definitely going to be picking up, but I'm actually going to pick up both of them, because if you ever saw the documentary Dinosaur Revolution and this guy here looks familiar to you, well, now you can own him in figure form, because Rebor is clearly releasing the Dinosaur Revolution Tyrannosaurus Rex with the grab-and-go figures, and I think that this one also looks incredible. I am a little more excited, I think, for the other one, just because I really do like the very natural looking paint scheme of it, but I'm also a huge fan of Dinosaur Revolution, so I cannot wait to get a hold of this Rex as well. So I definitely want to get both of these, and will definitely be getting both of these, and I cannot wait to take a look at these as well here on the channel with you guys, but also to add such beautiful Tyrannosaurus Rex figures to my collection. These grab-and-go figures look to be quite amazing, and I really hope they continue on with this line, because they are already impressing me beyond belief. And then in the final bit of news that I have, it's from Mattel. We have images here of the Snap Squad, but as you can see, the Snap Squad now contains each and every one of the Velociraptor group from Jurassic World. You can see that we've got Charlie, Echo, Delta, and of course Blue, which is really cool. I cannot wait to get a hold of all of these, even though the Snap Squad line has really been kind of complicated to get a hold of. The very first wave was pretty easy to get a hold of. It showed up on Amazon right away, but the newer waves, I believe they've actually released like 2 waves of these already, I think. Again, they're pretty hard to keep up with because I just don't ever see updates on them, but now these ones here I think are new. So again, there's more Snap Squad figures out, and I have no idea where to even acquire them, as I just don't ever see them anywhere, and I haven't seen any new ones hitting Amazon in quite a little while. So that is unfortunate, but hopefully we'll be able to get a hold of these very soon, because these look great, and I was a huge fan of the initial run of the Snap Squad figures. And in some exciting and unexpected news, anybody looking for the Amber Collection, check your local GameStops, because a lot of GameStops have actually started to get their figures in, and they are now stocking them in store. Although I have heard some contradicting reports saying that people are now claiming they cannot even pre-order them in store at GameStop anymore, and I'm not sure why that has occurred. Maybe it's just a mix-up in their system and it'll get all cleared up soon, but I do believe quite a few people have actually found these in store for sale, so you could probably go check your local GameStop, see if they have them in stock. I checked mine, and unfortunately, the person that I spoke to said that they will not have them in store anywhere within a 100-mile radius of me, so I went ahead and pre-ordered them on GameStop.com, which you can still do, so I would advise either checking your local GameStop or just pre-ordering them online, whichever works best for you. So as of right now, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified of any future videos, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.